Squirrels are out.
Squirrel.
Welcome to another video. This one on parenting, and as I said on a previous video on behaviour and things, kids are here for this one so that they can chip in if they feel free. Now, I just want to start off on this one saying that my view at this point in my experience and parenting, and is a thing to remember, which we sometimes fall victim of, is that you are not the boss of these other people. The people have their own, or you have your own as well, will and choices. And what I found is giving my children the insight, or appropriate insight for the point of their development, and also the tools to be able to make their own choices, has been very important. The oldest is 18 now, and he's back in UK, and we'll see him soon and he's doing his own thing. We've been on our own. I've been on my own as a single parent.
I want to pet the squirrel.
Ruben wants to pet the squirrel. If you can sit there patiently enough that squirrel comes to you to let it pet you, I say you've done really well.
Whoa.
And I think it's just heard you. Off it goes up a branch.
It's so cool. It's so fucking cute.
And they're all different. The thing is, we can sometimes try and imprint our opinions and perceptions onto our kids, and that becomes very restrictive for them. Whereas they need to just be given the tools to find their own way. And then the system of things that you're responsible for them until they're 18, and all these laws and everything else that put pressure on you and restrictions on them. It's very difficult. But anyway. As far as parenting goes, I mean, what does... I try and be the parent that I would have liked growing up, looking back. But what does parenting, or what does the role sort of mean to you? What do you think about what makes a decent parent to you?
You.
It's not very much. I didn't even pay and say that. But go on. What do you think?
A sense of humour. Like,
Helps.
you can have a laugh, and you don't always take stuff seriously. So if we say something, then you don't take it literally and seriously all the time.
Sometimes I suppose it's appropriate to put a bit more seriousness on certain situations depending on its meaning and impact. Yeah, but you understand that. What other things do you think might be good? Chip in anytime you feel comfortable.
Very supportive, and giving, if they've got a struggle point, and I'd say don't interfere with it unless they feel comfortable about talking about it with you. So I feel comfortable talking to you about stuff because you've gave me advice before.
I get what you mean, because sometimes with our level of experience, having more experience in numbers of years and maybe different situations, we can see some things maybe in a way that you can't. And when we notice it, and I've done this myself before as well, when we notice it, we go, this is this and this is this, so you're best off doing this, and it ends up becoming a telling sort of thing, even though you might be right, but in the very nature that you could be right, when you tell them, the natural thing is over time for them to become opposed to that because they have to find their own way. So if it's too overpowering, right, even whether you're right or wrong, it can still lead to that later rebellion that we usually see through teens. Also, what is a risk is being too soft as well, right? On them, because if you wrap them up in cotton wool and treat them like babies, before you know it, they're going to be older, and you're going to have a really big baby on your hands, right? And they're going to be mardy, and all of the behaviours that you would see from a much younger person, but they're going to be expected to be acting a bit more maturer, and that is that in the vast majority of cases is a parent's doing, right? That is that as much as people try and negate that and blame it on school or blame it on whatever, dog, he spotted a cute dog, that's it.
Dad, can I go play on the snowman?
Of course you can, mate, if you want. Yeah, no worries. People try and negate that and blame it on school or blame it on society or blame it on else, but you're the first port of call as parent, right? So you've got to be aware of that without letting the responsibility of that pressure you. So thinking about sort of, I try and be firm but fair, right? And as far as discipline goes, right? How would you describe my discipline, or what sort of discipline?
Appropriate, like for if something happens, then you do the right thing. You don't punish them too much, and then you don't like feel like they're like sympathetic for us, because you feel like we've done something and we need to learn our lesson for it. So then you give us an appropriate like thing to do.
Cool answer.
So we learn our lesson, which is what I.
You do. Why would you say that you're good at giving them answers?
Because I've had the experience of it, like of doing it.
Yeah, because they showed you that way, and that's the thing is, I'm not saying that I get everything right. What we spotted?
Eagles. There's 2 eagles flying around.
Cool.
Like they're just behind this tree.
Catching a warm-up draft. Yeah, I see them.
There. There's 2 eagles. Like
they are
full-sized
really
eagles.
big.
You can hear them. They're squealing like.
Cool as.
There's 2 eagles up there.
So that's it, really. I mean,
They're
to be honest,
up
we're not going to make this much of a big video because it's as simple as you make it. Is parenting. They are really cool, and
Look,
you can
there's
see
one
them
up
really
there.
well, even without my
because
glasses.
It's a clear sky.
Right. Keep it simple. Keep it firm but fair. Right. Don't boss just because you can. Right. And that's the same for people in positions of authority. Right. Whether it be an organisation, a business, or whatever, what you'll find is that you'll get a much fuller response, and you'll grow a much fuller and wiser and well-rounded people or persons if you treat them like people. If you treat them like you're in charge, they will be very sort of submissive in the growing up, and then you'll be saying, you need to stand up for yourself, and they'll be going, but you didn't show me how. And also, if you just wrap them up and try and protect them from every little thing,
when they do grow up, then they'll just rely on you to do stuff.
Yeah.
But that's not like, as we said, the laws and stuff. You're responsible for them until they're 18, but like they're responsible for themselves until after that you've taught them.
Honestly,
That way.
It knows how it is. So yeah, just reflect. Try not to attack yourself, and also put your issues and poor childhood experiences onto them. You need a fresh start. You need some decent tools in the toolbox to deal with life. A welcoming, open attitude, and an interest in everything around them. Isn't that right?
Because the eagles didn't go. They went away. I can't see
No,
them.
they're right up there. Did you see them?
Whoa!
Yeah.
You can hear them. They're going.
They're right up there.
Aye.
Honestly, once they catch an updraft, right,
Whoa, like
they go up
planes.
pretty quick, and
I want them
that's
to
some
swoop
big
down
eagles.
because they just came really low here, and then I saw the shadow on that tree, like because they were that low.
Teach
Whoa.
kids to fly, man. All right. So, what you got for us?
No.
That's what extreme. There we go. Iceberg, deadhead. Right. All right.
Oh,
We're off for another walk
Yeah.
and throw the
Hands
ball and Just have a nice day.
And
Hope you have a nice day as well.
Yeah.
Hands are cold.
Have an awesome
Why
day.
is that?
I don't know.
Alright.
Have a good
See
day.
you later.